Hey, real quick. Yo, what's stopping iiRcade from pushing through to that next level?
Modern and retro gaming and new here on Mode.
What's going on, ladies and gents? It's your boy, MikeOfAllTrades. Yo, and welcome to Quick Takes. Quick Takes is a series where I cover a topic in 5 minutes or less and discuss my feelings and my views on it. First, like to see, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not, and you'll turn those notifications as we make our way to 2K. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, iiRcade, a startup company. You know what I'm saying? Probably the best hardware and technology in the three-quarter scale or bar top home arcade space right now, right? For all the power and stuff that they have, there's nothing to really go along with it. There's no sizzle to go along with the steak, so to speak, you know. And when I say that, I mean they've got some banger stuff, you know, Retromania Wrestling, Double Dragon. A lot of the games that come built in with the 11 games when you buy it are freaking good, you know. I'd say like 4 of them are good, the other are 7 are kind of meh, you know. But to each their own. The one thing about iiRcade is that they listen to their community, right? But what's stopping them from like pushing through? So I'm gonna give a couple suggestions, and if anybody arcade listens to this, cool. If they don't, that's fine too. You know what I mean? So first things first, they need more notable games, more noteworthy games. And everybody screams, "Oh, you need AAA titles and da 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 da." No, you don't necessarily need a AAA title. A AAA title will help push you into the upper echelon, but a AAA title won't help you sustain your business. I'm of the firm belief that they need more noteworthy games, right? So iiRcade is a perfect game. It's a perfect platform for like beat 'em ups. And now that they're getting online, they should get some things like reach out to Ubisoft, or you know what I'm saying, and get Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World has been on every console since Xbox 360. I know I showed it off last night at the time recording. Scott Pilgrim was just relaunched again, so it's available on all platforms right now to purchase. So it's not blacklisted or delisted. Scott Pilgrim would be great. Reaching for TMNT Shredder's Revenge would be great. You know, there are a lot of beat 'em ups and stuff. There are a lot of games that they could try to reach for from smaller devs and companies. You know, reach out to the indie dev scene, right? And really go out there and like be like, hey, you know, we're doing this and this is great and you should come put your platform on this. I know we gave a lot of crap about Motor Rush GT or whatever, but that's a get. You know what I mean? Like Prince Malcolm said that, yo, Montezuma's Revenge shows other devs that, you know what I'm saying, they're like, hey, we can get this and this works on the platform. You guys don't be afraid to come do that too. And I respect that. And he's absolutely right. No matter how much I'm just kind of like, yo, Montezuma's Revenge is not my jam. So get titles. They don't have to be like super top tier, but get titles that, you know, they will be willing to do. Like I said, Scott Pilgrim is pretty much on everything. Literally, it's pretty much on everything. And you can go get that. And I love Scott Pilgrim, and I would buy like 2 copies of it for no reason. Speaking of iiRcade, you guys can see in the back, right? They've added splash screens and whatever else, right? But it needs a better interface. Legit, it needs a better UI. Like the UI on it, it's functional. It's air quotations. It's functional. You know, you turn it on, it loads up onto your recents, and then it's separated by categories and settings. But that UI could be a lot cleaner. You know, that's something you need to probably, you know, look into and have a conversation with your team. On that same end, you need a better storefront. Like, real talk. Even the app that you have to download through Trickery and whatever else, if you haven't seen how to download the app, Welcome to Die did a quick short about how to do it. You know what I mean? But even that, it needs some refinement, you know? That means, and also, since you're doing online, why not just add the storefront to the machine itself? Don't make it so you have to go through an app and then try to push the fun, or go through the website and push the game out. Put it on the machine. You know, take the time and make that get done. Speaking of teams, and I know you guys think Jong is the bee's knees, but y'all need a new marketing team. Like, real talk. Like, y'all need some people to like really help push your vision forward. And like I said, I get it. Yo, Jong, you know what I'm saying? That's his thing. That's his baby. You know, like he wants to be very, very hands-on. But you can tell Jong is like older. And being older isn't a bad thing. It's just more of what I'm realizing and learning is that older people have a problem connecting with the community that they're trying to really penetrate. And yeah, you know what I'm saying, 40 and 50-year-old and 60-year-old people are buying iiRcades, and that's cool and everything, but you need to tap into the newer market, into the younger market. You know what I mean? Like, you need the young people to want to get on board with this. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of marketing, this ties into the last thing that I have, community representation. They do 2 shows a week, right? You know what I mean? And they might have some guests on there or whatever else, but I think these shows would be better served off having community members talking and doing the things for you, you know? Like, having people, like, you guys have the iiRcadians now, right? Rainwater, frickin' Mikey J, CC Jason, Papa Brad, and I'm forgetting the last one. They were like DKY. I'm forgetting, and I'm sorry for messing up your name, sir. But you have that representation. I think you know what I'm saying. Like, it's easier to be like, hey, you have a dedicated team. This is who you're supporting now, to be like, you know, your community podcast. And if you're supporting them for being your community podcast, then let them be more involved within your community focus. Like let's be real. Like, when Zhang and the other guys on, dude, like, it's sleep inducing, and it's not because of Zhang, because Zhang's actually, you know what I'm saying, he's genuinely excited, but the other dude's just like, all right, yeah, cool, you know, you have to be there. Hell, even let Michael, like, do it. You know what I mean? Like, let Michael do it, legit, and have somebody, like, have Rainwater on one week with Michael and whatever, and let them talk about whatever, or have Papa Brad on another week and let them talk about whatever. You know what I mean? You need to have your community so that other people in the community can relate to them as consumers, because at the end of the day, they're also consumers. They're not just, they don't work for iiRcade, you know what I mean? They're not shills, you know. They're fans of the product, and fans of the product are very, very, very passionate. I know the comment section lets me know all the time. But you need that relatable person or people to be able to talk to me like, yo, yes, we hear you. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is what we want as a community. The one thing I've always said about iiRcade is that they listen to the community. And representation matters in all things in life. And especially in this, representation matters. You know, I remember the splash screen back there, it had recommended games like, yo, it had RGT's game, and it said, yo, John Riggs' game on there. I think Endless even had a game on there, or Rainwater had a game for sure, but I think Endless had one, in which I was just kind of like, well, that's pretty cool, you know? That kind of stuff, you know, that kind of feedback, you know. Maybe have an open forum once in a month where you can answer the questions that the community has, you know, or just be honest and be like, hey, we don't have an answer for this, or hey, we can't talk about it, so your streams aren't filled with like 17 questions on the same topic over and over and over again, you know. So your representation is what really matters right now. The games will come, and I'm a firm believer of that. I wouldn't have invested, even if I did get it at the $2.99, or, you know what I'm saying, price point. I wouldn't have invested if I don't think that the potential for this is to be great is there, you know. But it all works hand in hand. You can't get higher rated titles and whatever else if your community isn't there, and your community can't be there if you're not giving the information that they want, you know. I guess here's an extra one. Man, this wasn't on my list, but here's an extra one. Make the decisions for games not based off of nostalgia that you have, but what you think people will enjoy. Mayhem Brawlers, Windjammers, that kind of stuff. Yo, people enjoy that, you know. And you can't force everybody to like everything. Like, that just is what it is. If you did that, you would go crazy. And I'm way over my 5 minutes, so this is still quick takes though. This is still a quick take video. But try to do what's best for your community. Try to provide the games that they want to see, you know. And really look for titles that people want to support. You guys do community stuff and community posts all the time on your Facebook group. Maybe once a week, you know, take the time and make a poll. Hey, if we had to pursue this, you know what I'm saying, what do you guys want? I think that would do leaps and bounds for what you guys are doing. But what do I know? Anyway, I'm Mike of All Trades, yo. Thank you guys for watching. This was Quick Takes. It was supposed to be Quick Takes, but it went a little longer. Anyway, yo, let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Am I right? Am I wrong? I know a lot of you guys are going to say I'm wrong, and that's okay. Yo, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you saw, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not, and yo, turn those notifications on the way out. And if you really like the content, yo, feel free to hit that join button. You get emotes, badges, and support the channel even more. Thanks.